It was coming at me, yo.
They attacked the shit out of him.
The guy was coming at me crazy.
What?
Yeah. Wait, I was taking a picture right now.
I don't matter.
Maybach music.
Can anybody out there hear me? Hear me? 'Cause I just wanna...
On this team, we fight for that itch. On this team, we tear ourselves and everyone else around us to pieces for that itch.
Coming in at 320 kilobytes per second, it's time for Mattie C's Sports for you and me.
What the fuck is up? They ain't touching me for nothing. Gang shit is not my business. I ain't not the one to fuck with.
How you guys doing? Welcome to Box with me and Mattie C. I'm the me, that's Mattie C. And today we have the Hitman, Harry Gigliotti. You feel me? He got the new belt ready to show everyone what it is. You feel me? Let him see the ABF thing.
ABF Atlantic, baby. Super lightweight. Let's go.
There you go. So how's it feel, bro? You got a little piece of hardware on you, you know what I mean? I know it feels good.
It feels real good. I had to work for it, man. I had a tough opponent against Brandon Sandoval. He trains out of the gym with Mike Ray's Boxing, which is now my promoter. But the kid came to fight, man. The kid was really tough. I thought I could have maybe jumped on him and finished him off, but he was durable, and he gave it to me all 8 rounds, and I gave it to him all 8 rounds, and I came out the champion. So it feels good to have to work for something and accomplish it.
It does, man.
Yes, sir.
So you beat him. You're getting ready for the next step. So when it comes to the next, like, getting ready for your next fight, like, are you gonna go in twice as hard as you did the last one for the belt? Because now, like, winning it is winning it, but now you got to keep that. So do we turn up? Do we go harder? Like, how do we go from here?
So I'm fighting on April 29th in St. Petersburg, Florida at the Hilton. And this is just kind of a tune-up fight. It's kind of like when Canelo fought Yildirim, he was just tuning up and building himself up for Billy Joe Saunders. So this is kind of, it's a serious fight. It's a fight for my career, and I'm kind of in the rebuilding process since I fought Tiger Johnson. So obviously coming off a win, I want to get another win, and then I want to take another step up, but not crazy step up, maybe. So I look at boxing as there's 4 tiers. There's that tier 4 where it's like, okay, these guys are kind of stepping stone. I don't want to say tomato cans, but yeah, they're the bums of the sport. And then there's that tier 3 where it's like club show prospect, tier 2, and then there's tier 1 where it's elite. You know what I mean? And I fought Tiger Johnson and Bang Williams that were at that top elite level. And I want to get there again, but that's going to take time. So I'm kind of, fighting these tier 2 guys, tier 3 guys. This next fight's probably going to be a tier 3. And then after that, in June, we're looking to fight for the NABA WBA super lightweight title. The opponent is to be decided. It's probably going to be between Marquise Bates or if he loses to Joseph Fernandez. So it's a possibility, and it's on the table, and it's something that we're definitely exploring. And there's other options as well, but right now that's looking more like it's the fight to be.
And so you also have 2 other fighters going with you from Massachusetts, Gabriel Morales and Kyrie Todd. So
and Luke Linachili, he's another teammate of mine as well. So we have 4.
Oh, you have 4. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's the only
I
heard
going
of.
down there. Going down there
Massachusetts is coming deep to St. Petersburg, bro. So
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Are you guys all like friendly with one another and like?
Yeah, we were working with Kyrie 3 weeks ago. Kyrie's in my camp for Tiger Johnson.
Oh, okay.
He's crafty, man. He's a slick fighter. He likes to do the little bit of the Philly shell style, but he can bang a little bit too, man. He's slick.
Yeah, good speed, good hands.
Good hands, good speed. A lot of pedigree from the amateurs. He's definitely a well pronounced name around New England for boxing, especially.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, and you guys are all in the same area, kind of like you got Lowell,
Yeah.
you got
We're
Lynn, you got
978. We're
Haverhill.
all 978. We're all 978. Yeah.
Yeah,
Lynn's still 978.
Facts.
he's on the border.
Yeah, he's on the board. He's on the borderline, but he still counts. I mean, if you look at it, Lowell's kind of breaking through, but it's still Merrimack Valley.
Yeah.
So,
Sure.
yo, bro, speaking of your Tiger Johnson fight, what made you want to get that boy a noogie?
Oh shit, yo. All right, so I had kept doing the lean thing when he was trying to push the pressure on me and kept leaning up on me. I could feel his legs were getting tired, so I kept leaning on him and putting my body weight on him and trying to tire him out like that. And I was pissing him off in any way because he was outscoring me on the scorecards, and I knew that. I knew I had to kind of get in his head if I wanted to somewhat turn the tide. So as I caught him with a good body shot, and he leaned into it. I could see it in his eyes. It definitely hurt him a little bit. And I was like, all right, well, I got him in this predicament, and I started walking with him. So I took him over to the first camera I saw, and I was like, I'm just gonna noogie his ass right now and make a highlight reel. Like, why not? Yeah. So that's what I was like. If this makes a highlight reel, that's all I care about right now, more than anything. Obviously, I want the W, but it was looking more like it was in his favor, anyways, right from the get go. So I was like, I got to do something here, man. I gotta piss this kid off and fucking create something sick out of it. So that was kind of where the idea came. But as I was walking over, I was like, do I lean on him or do I kind of throw a sucker punch? But that kind of was like, I don't want to do that. It's fucked up. I was like, I'm gonna noogie his ass. I'm just gonna sun him. Fuck it. So that's what I did.
Yo, you definitely made a clip that definitely went viral because I seen it on my For You page for the Explorer page. I was like, yo, my man Jiggly.
Yeah, that shit got like 1.5 million views on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
yeah,
shit.
it went big viral. I think it's more now, close to like 2 mil.
Yeah, yo, that was funny. That definitely got you out there, man. Not only that, but you also, I don't know if a lot of people like realize this, and correct me if I'm saying this sport wrong. Triangle combat sport?
Triad? Yeah.
Triad combat sport.
Triad combat with Thriller.
You the inaugural winner. You the inaugural fighter. You the first person to do that. The first person to win.
Yes,
like you will forever go down in history as the number one dude to do that. And
the
fighters that followed first ever. And fighters that followed in your footsteps. Chad Dawson had did it. You feel me? If I'm not mistaken, Frank Mir got destroyed on that same card, right?
Frank got knocked out by Polev.
Yeah.
Which Polev's a tough one. That dude was an ex-heavyweight champ, or at least a contender, I believe. He's one of the championship eliminators, but I mean that dude's got a lot of pedigree. That dude's was a Bulgarian champion or something along the lines of that. I mean, Frank Mir is a good wrestler, not a good boxer. I couldn't believe he even took that fight. But
money, I could.
Yeah, the money definitely talks. Yeah, exactly.
You paid me enough, I'll fight anyone.
I mean, that's what it kind of was with Tiger Johnson. I actually just got asked to fight Frank Martin like 2 months back for like $30K, a 10-rounder, but I'm not going to fight if my first 10. I was like, I'll come back to it when there's more money. You know what I mean? Like the money's going to come. The money's going to talk. I've jumped on some big fights and previous promotion when I was working with Boston Boxing. They kind of screwed me over. They threw me into some bites. They threatened to blackball me and shit like that if I didn't take certain fights. So it should all be about what the fighter wants and what he's comfortable with. I was originally supposed to fight Raymond Martorella. Someone he's a WBC silver champion, but his dad is his manager, and they were like, "We're exploring other options right now. We don't want to take that fight." And I think they realized that I'm a contender and I'm coming there to fight. I'm not some tomato can that wants to lay down. And I think that's what Tiger Johnson's looking for right now is people that are there to fight him, which out of all the Olympians, he's moving along the fastest. I mean, look he's fought in Mike Ohan. The last fight, he got rocked a little bit and came back, fought his first 8-rounder. The kid's fighting actual fighters. So I give Tiger the most props right now out of all the Olympians because he's definitely coming along the farthest.
Most
I
definitely.
mean,
He's coming there to fight. He's not coming there. He not going there to just he want to entertain y'all and get better. That's
Yeah,
it.
he's actually trying to become a world champion, the fastest out of all of them. I mean, Keyshawn Davis is nasty. I think I beat Duke Reagan all day. I'm actually trying to go to 130 and get that call out. So Duke, if you see this, I'm the guy, bro. I'm the guy around here. I'm definitely, a top-notch fighter. I'm a contender. I'll bring the fight. That's a fight that I definitely want to explore as well down the line. I've been saying it to people, Duke Reagan and even Abdul Mason. I know he's the top prospect, but I can beat that kid. I know I can. I have a better jab. I have better movement. I'm a lateral mover. I can pop that jab all day on him. He will never get under it. I'll time everything. Tiger was
I
too
love
tall
it.
for.
I love it. Giuliani want all the smoke.
I do, bro. I do. Tiger. The reason why Tiger took my distance away from me. I couldn't really find the reach because he could out hit me. He could strike me from fucking mile away. The kid had longer arms than me. Plus, his precision and speed was just top notch. It was just something I've never seen before. So that was different. But I know I can hang with the top right now. Definitely out of the elites. I mean, I went to the top to fight the top. So I'm ready to take a step up again after like 2 or 3 more fights. And I definitely would like Josue Vargas, Campbell Hatton, Duke Reagan, any of y'all, Frivian Gonzalez. Which one wants it? I'll take it all. So
I respect that. I respect that.
if we're gonna go local, Alejandro Paulino, Omar Bordoy, Johnny DePina, Kevin Walsh. I love Kevin Walsh, great kid, a buddy of mine. But I mean, these are fights to definitely be made. I think all these guys are kind of doing the same thing I'm doing, though. They want to build themselves up. They want to find, the right payday. And they also want to make sure that there's a possible chance that there's like a 60-40 on it. It's not just like a 90. Like I had like when I fought Tiger Johnson, it was like a 90-10% chance. Like he was 90% chance to win. I was 10% chance to win. You know what I mean? The odds were never in my favor. When you want to get to that level, you want to make sure it's at least like a 60-40 or a 50-50 split. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to have to take the jump up where it's like, it's a fucking landslide of a percentage on winning the fight. And which I don't give a fuck. I'm not afraid of anybody. I'm always willing to test myself and reach new limits. But I think right now I need to rebuild. I need to reconstruct myself. I'm starting to get faster. I'm starting to hit harder. And I just got into my man body and I'm also kind of, reaching a peak right now where I feel like I'm in my prime. So I know that right now, if anybody gets in my way, I feel like I can beat them, especially at 135 and 130.
That's how you're supposed to feel.
Go ahead, Jalen. What were you saying?
No, I said that's how you're supposed to feel.
Yeah, I feel strong right now and I feel really good. So the
I'd
sky's
say
the limit, man. It really is.
I'd say you've had since we had the show for a while, like you have the most confidence in saying I'll fight any motherfucker in my way.
I'm the Nate Diaz of boxing right now. I mean, I got called on 10 days notice to go fight Reggie Barnett, the champion of the bantamweights for BKFC. And I was like, let's do it. They got nervous and they went shopping for someone else. I was like, dude, what the fuck? They're like, well, you're not ranked in BKFC. You're like, just wouldn't make sense. It's like, so you're afraid I'm going to beat the fucking number one and you don't want me to be number one right now. You want me to build myself up. Like I was trying to skip the line. I didn't think that, what happened was they wanted to pay me like 75K. And I'm like, I'm on 10 days notice. I got to cut 12 pounds and I want 10K. You're going to pay me. I'm not, I got 10 days to do all this shit. I'm going to take the fight. And they went shopping for someone cheaper. You know what I mean? That's what they did. Because it's a business, bro. It's a money game. But I was like, you know what? I make the best fight. And I guarantee you guys are going to want to sign me after. But, I mean, it's going to come back again. I know that my name's out there for BKFC as well. And if Triad ever came back, I mean, that's something I'd like to do again as well. So I'll fight anybody anywhere, man.
Well, my thing for you, man, is like, like I don't think I've really asked fighters this much when they've been to Top Rank, but like what was it like going on that big stage? Because me, if there's a Top Rank card on a Saturday or whatever, Friday, whatever it might be, like that's free fucking boxing to watch. Like nobody understands. You're seeing the elite, like such as yourself. Like
Right.
yo, like, why would you not want to watch this shit? Like, Shakur Stevenson is on a ESPN card. Like,
I mean, he's
I
fighting
mean,
this Saturday. I'm pretty sure.
yeah,
I know that.
yeah.
I know that ESPN Plus does the. I know ESPN Plus does the undercards, and then ESPN does the real fight card. So it's like as long as you pay for ESPN, you're fine. You're gonna get
Yeah, it depends on
it's a free
who's fighting
show.
too.
It's a free show. You know what I mean? It literally is a free show to watch and enjoy with family and friends. So I don't know
Right.
why people don't. Boxing's kind of died a little bit though. There's not as the build up for fights isn't as extreme as it is with the UFC. The UFC makes fights every week, like super fights every weekend. If you notice that, there's no build up and there's no real fear of losing. Everyone's afraid of losing that O in boxing. I've never been afraid of doing that because it's inevitable. I'm not Floyd Mayweather here, man. I know it. And everyone's like, but I'll build myself a couple more fights. It's like, at some point, you just got to take the fucking jump, buddy. Like, it's time to do it now, right fucking now. Because I'm 27 years old, about to turn 28. And I know Father Time's always ticking. Like I said, right now I feel strong. But who knows what the next 3 or 4 years is going to tell me. You know what I mean? So I'm feeling good right now. I'm ready to fight anybody right now. That's just how I feel.
But how did it feel like being on a top ranked card? Like, what was that like feeling being there?
So I fought on Canelo's undercard against Aaron Aponte, in which she was a 15-time national champion and an Argentine Olympic qualifier.
Real tall kid, right?
Yeah, real tall kid. Ran for me the whole time. He hurt me to the body one time, and I caught him off a check left and turned his head, and I watched his eyes dilate, and he was like trying to shake it off, like saying like nope. But I was like, yeah, nah, bro, I just hurt you. Like I see it in your eyes. The eyes never lie. If you look at someone in the eyes where you're kind of like sizing them up and you catch them good enough, you'll see the eyes start to go from pinning out to like really dilating. It's a sign that they got hit. You know what I mean? It's a sign that they're a little bit rocked and their eyes are trying to get that focus back.
I call it the Bambi eyes, like deer in
Yeah,
headlight.
see, it's the deer in headlight eyes. Exactly, they zone out.
Like,
But,
ooh, that's one of my favorite feelings.
A boxer's main thing is obviously to see how the hands work, watch the feet a little bit, watch the body motion, but the eyes is the fucking biggest thing because that's telling you everything, what they're reading, if they're scanning you down to see if they can touch the body to come back up. So the eyes, the biggest thing is to watch the gloves and watch the eyes.
Yo, the eyes lead straight to the heart. Yo, before the fight, we don't even gotta get in the ring. Yo, press conference, weigh-ins. I'm staring at you. I can see inside your soul.
Stare down.
Yeah, I can see inside your soul by how you looking at me. I know what you about to do. I know if you got that heart or if you got that dog in you or if you smell puss. Like I know what it is just by staring right into your eyes.
It's that alpha dominance, bro. You know when you're an alpha, you're fucking with another alpha. It's just how it goes, bro. Yeah,
because
you know if someone's about it. You know if someone's about it.
The dog fight. If you standing there and you staring at him like whatever, and they're like, y'all can turn around and it ain't no turn around. I'm not turning around till he turn around. And if he don't hurry up and turn around, I might hit him, yo.
And it's like even if you're both like they're like turn around and face the cameras, you're still looking at each other sometimes. You're like, nah, bro, we ain't breaking. Fuck that.
Facts.
I'll turn, but I ain't breaking. Yeah.
I won't even turn if he ain't broke like sight yet. I'm not turning. I'm looking at you like do something. I'm busting. I'm right here. We don't even
turn before I turn. Exactly.
Word.
Exactly. Yeah. Word. I totally agree with that, brother. But yeah, so I guess back to your question, Mattie. It wasn't my first big stage I've been on. And I also fought in Triad at the Global Life Stadium in front of Metallica. You know what I mean? Fat Joe.
Shit. Now you just turned it all around.
Yeah. I made history in a new combat sport against a kid that was the Shamrock FC MMA champ, Jacob Thrall. I mean, the kid's on the come up too. That kid's a tough fucking bastard. Had really good hands. Plus there's clinching involved. We're wearing MMA gloves. I mean, this was a whole new sport. You know what I mean? And we're fucking fighting in a triangle. You know what I mean? Like a little tight triangle. Word. So it's like I've fought on big stages against tough opponents, so it was nothing new to me. I obviously knew that was the most elite I was stepping up against. You know what I mean? I knew that this kid was a fucking Olympic quarterfinalist, and the kid's pedigree is at a different level. I also found out some things about him while I was there. People were like, he's been in the ring since he was 3 years old and all that. And I was like, yeah, I started doing this shit when I was 14. Don't get me wrong. I've been watching it my whole life. My whole family's been involved. I'm a fourth generation boxer. My cousin fought on Contender season 1 and 2. Jeff the Hellraiser Fraser, God rest his soul. I mean, that's part of my family. This is part of my legacy. My grandfather started doing it. My uncle did it. My 2 cousins, and now I'm doing it. And one day I hope my kids want to do it too. You know what I mean? That's what we all hope for, to keep that name, that legacy, that ride. But yeah, so that, I guess, back to your question with being on that stage. Being on that stage was cool because it's like it's the big leagues. You know what I mean? We're up against, you know, the top notch, and I'm competing at the highest you can possibly compete at. But I guess I felt more honored to fight on Canelo's undercard because it's like, all right, this is Canelo Alvarez, the GOAT for GOAT, pound for pound, one of the greatest I've ever seen, especially out of this generation. I think it was more honored. You know what I mean? I was more honored to take that fight and be on that card. And I fought at the Miami Garden. That was unreal experience to be out there. But I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think fighting Tiger Johnson was a learning lesson for me. Not many people can say they went up against an Olympian, especially around this area. I think the only other person I know that's done that was Dickie Eklund when he fought Sugar Ray Leonard. You know what I mean? So, and I'm right out of the area. I know Dick Eklund. I know him well. Yeah, matter of fact, the motherfucker called me right before the fight. And was like, I fought an Olympian. Now you're fighting an Olympian. I'm like, yeah, shit.
That's cool
crazy.
as hell, bro.
Yeah. I'm on the phone with Dickie Eklund. I'm with Joey Romalo. Shout out to Romalo West End Gym. And I'm with Legacy. I'm with a lot of people that have been in this game for a while, and I felt like I was in good hands. I think it was more about the experience of being who I was around, and rather than the how big the fight was. You know what I mean? How built out it was. I think it was just more about the moment of being there and being with my family and having friends and having boxing legacy there, which was really cool. And that phone call with Dick Eklund was like, wow.
That's cool as hell, man.
The real
That's
opportunity.
cool.
And he's like, and it was just cool how he quoted, I fought an Olympian, now you're fighting an Olympian. And it's like, you know what? This is where I belong and this is where I want to be. And I think I'm going to get there again. I think it's coming soon enough. I've even heard talks about ESPN coming to Boston by September, October. So I know a lot of people are going to want to get on that card.
You got the two.
I'm one of them.
Yeah,
you got the two best brothers.
Hey,
bro.
I was gonna say, who do you want to fight next? You're stepping up. I think you deserve the shot with Evan Holyfield. I mean, you beat the kid that knocked him out. Why not?
I'm gonna keep it a band. If he comes down to 47, I'd be cool to fight Evan Holyfield. That was a fight that was offered before. Everyone knows who I want. Everyone and their mama know who I want. Jahad Tucker, sign the contract. I want to fight.
Go.
Let's get it.
Let's go, my boy.
Everyone know who I want. I've been calling for that fight for like 2 years. Like,
are you signed with CES? You're with Jimmy, right?
Yeah, I'm signed with CES.
Okay,
so
exactly.
They've been trying to get me that fight, but like, Top Rank is being smart. I'm not gonna lie. I don't feel like I'm the best. I'm the smartest fight for him because in every aspect that he does good, I'm better at, and whatever he does bad at, I do good at. So it's like there ain't really nothing for him to do with me but take the L. Now, if he can beat me, yeah, yo, give homie his roses, round of applause, and let's give him the respect. He's a real contender, but he can't beat me. He won't beat me. Honestly, I think I'll knock him out. I think he's too cocky.
I like it.
Yeah. He's too cocky. He got too much last fight. And he's gonna try to fight a certain way. Fight. And the way he's gonna try to fight me, like, bro, you 165 pounders, 178 pounders, they done ran up on me and got dropped. You too late in the ass to run up on me.
He fought last weekend, didn't he?
Yeah, he fought the guy from Georgia, the state of Georgia, the country Georgia, and the guy had him in the first round, and then he started, like, once the clinching was happening, the ref told him to stop. He was still throwing. Like, I was like, bro, like, what are you doing? Yeah. And then he called out Xander Zayas after that.
Yeah, he said, yo, Xander Zayas, pick your mans up. Like, what are you doing?
Xander might be one of the best right now out of that weight division. He really might be. There's no hate. There's a lot of people that are nasty, but that kid's fucking elite, man. I mean,
I like him.
That's who Aponte was in camp with. Aponte was in camp with those guys. So I was like, fuck, this kid's working with the best right now. And I actually did camp when I fought Ben Williams. I did camp with Rashidi Ellis, hands down. And listen, no disrespect to Jermaine. Rashidi is the fastest and the strongest I've ever sparred in my life, hands down. That motherfucker is different. I mean, he's been in camp with Canelo Alvarez. The second time I sparred him, I did 20 rounds, maybe like 22 rounds with them in that camp. And the second time we sparred, he figured me out a little bit, and I took a knee. He hit me in the body, right in the breadbasket in the eighth or ninth round, and I took a knee. And that was like the first time anyone in sparring's I've ever been hurt like that. You know what I mean? So I was like, what the fuck? But Rashidi Ellis is one of the best I've ever worked with, hands down.
Rashidi is a treasure to watch. I remember watching him and AK Zach Ramsey sparring
Yeah.
in Edmonton. Bro, to watch that was like, it was damn near magical. Like, because both of them are so fast, legs are so crazy, everything. It was like a mirror. It was so crazy, bro. Like,
well, you're watching real chess match right here, like a live chess match of like two gods, two elites just going at it, clashing. That's badass. That's badass, bro.
It's wild. And even when Jermaine would fight Foster in the amateurs too, watching them 3 rounds used to be crazy. Like, Jermaine, not a chess match. They were playing checkers, but it was some exciting ass checkers.
Jermaine fought Teofimo in the nationals. I saw that. I think he could beat Teofimo in the pros. I really do. I think that he's at a higher level. I'd like to see him also fight Kambosos down the line. And Jermaine's got some opportunities coming up. I mean, there's no doubt people can't duck him anymore.
No,
I mean,
he proved it with Lomachenko.
Listen, he went. People could say whatever they want. The motherfucker stepped up and fought Lomachenko. Also did camp with Lomachenko. On top of that, he maybe even won. Decidingly,
he didn't get his ass. You see what Lomo
decidingly, he might have even won 2 or 3 rounds against Lomachenko. I mean, that's fucking. You think so?
Yeah.
A lot of people were tough on him. I thought he fucking fought a great fight.
I did too. I was watching it from my fucking phone because I was
watching it from my
event.
phone too. I pulled it up on Halloween. Yeah.
I was like, his hands are like this big. I'm like, oh shit, there you go, Jermaine, do your shit,
dude. The thing is because I did round with him last night, dude. He can do that peekaboo style too, man. He's switching fucking angles the whole time. He's fucking different, man. He's slick, real slick.
Jermaine is nasty. I did mad rounds with him throughout the amateurs. He's a beast. I personally, bro, who I want to see him fight. I don't know why I feel he'll get this W. I think he's beating Haney.
You think he can beat Devin Haney?
Devin Haney don't got no power.
Can Devin Haney
and
let's see if Devin Haney can beat Lomachenko. I mean,
I think Devin. I think Lomo is too little for Devin. Honestly, I feel like he's too little for most of them. And if you would have gave Jermaine like another, like if Jermaine would have been here like a year ago or 2 years ago and got a little bit more time to get used to like, all right, this is what I got to do.
Yeah,
I feel like that fight would have, like Lomo and him would have been different.
He just kind of stepped up and started getting like a really big camp organized around him. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
he's still on the come up for his career, especially at the elite level.
So give him another year to not have his feet wet no more. Now he's swimming. Then let's see what kind of motherfucker he's gonna do. How he's gonna act. How the fights are gonna do. Right. I don't care what no one says. If you look at what Lomo does to his fighters, Lomo embarrasses fighters. Like,
he breaks them down. Look what he did to Richard Comey. He was literally telling his corner, "You gonna stop?"
Oh man, that fight, bro.
Dude, that was fucking
he
crazy.
Dominates you. He breaks you physically and then busts you down mentally. Like Nicholas Walters never came back to fight.
He beat the piss out of Luke Campbell too, if I'm correct.
He beat whoever he fights, but besides Lomo, Teofimo, Lomo demolished everyone.
Well, he looked. Something was up with him. I think it was maybe Teofimo's. I don't know what Teofimo did. I don't know if he's on fucking HGH or some shit. But that motherfucker rehydrated and recovered back to like fucking. Dude, he looked like 165 when he got in there against him.
Y'all gotta understand, and this is why I say this about Lomachenko. I've seen him in person a couple times. Like,
how tall is he? How tall is he?
Little
dude. Yeah,
he's tiny. You feel me? Little hands, little feet. Like he's little. He's like 5'4" maybe. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And he's tiny. Teofimo is big
boy.
He my size. He hit hard. You know what I mean? It's just, and we got to remember. Lomo coming up like this, like the 4th weight class even came up, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't he start?
So
He started at super featherweight, didn't he?
I think so. So he's no
I'm on
longer
that.
he's no longer really cutting weight. He's kind of fighting at what he walks around at. You know
Right.
what I mean? Ain't really nothing
He's
there for so
keeping. He's keeping it. Yeah. He's more
yeah.
keeping it, building muscle
So
mass than anything.
exactly. So after the weigh-ins, Teofimo gonna go up to like 140, 145. You feel me? Dude going up maybe Lomo gonna go up a pound or two. It's completely different to
It's
have an
different.
extra 20 pounds behind your punch. You know what I mean? Like
Dude, 100%. I'm pretty sure Tiger Johnson rehydrated back from 140 to fucking. It looked like he was 155, 160 on fight night. I was like, what the? I was like 147. I walk around at 147. So when I cut to 140, I'm only fighting at 140 right now just to build my rank up. I want to fight at 130, 135 because when I rehydrate, I want to be back at 147, 150. You know what I mean? That's the key to it. The key is to get the weight advantage so you can put the weight on the fighter, your
but
opponent.
you gotta cut it right. I feel like a lot of people now they try to do the weight bully thing
The
and they
water.
don't.
The thing is you gotta do a lot of dieting. You gotta make sure you stick to your diet, and then the week of the fight, you gotta do a nice water cut. Like you gotta make sure you do it right. Cut it down from 2 liters to 1 liter, and then obviously break it down on fight day. You gotta do the sauna. You gotta do light runs, do stuff like that, and sweat it all out. And then you gotta have your Pedialyte ready on the side for when you step on the scale. You sip that. You start getting some good
Exactly.
food in you. People like I'm gonna go fucking. The problem with my last camp is I I had a really good weight cut. I was pretty exhausted after, but I was like, I felt good. And then I went and ate Tavern in the Square and I ate a bunch of shit food. You don't do that. You put good food back in your body because
You stay on your diet.
you need to
Stay
stay
on
on
your
your diet.
diet.
You can obviously eat like a big steak. You can eat bigger portions because you want to get back, but don't go eating fucking loaded tots and fucking burgers. And that's what I
Tavern in the
did.
Square, bro.
I went to
There's so
Tavern
many
in the
better
Square and I
places.
ate like a dog.
So many
And then
better places, man.
I was so hungry, dude. I was like, fuck. We were passing by and I was like, yo, Gabby, let's just stop here and eat, bro. It's good food. But I fucking dog. We got nachos, loaded nachos. And then I
And
woke
you
up in
felt
the
like
morning.
shit after, right?
I woke up in the morning and my body had broken it all down and I felt like sluggish, dude. I was like, oh man, I gotta fight. I started stretching instantly and like just doing light jump roping just to get like a light sweat going and break the shit out of me. You know what I mean? And I was like, you know what, man? I need to eat some good food today. That's what I need to do. So I went and had a good breakfast, but it was already too late. My body had already, broke that. Your body's looking for an oil change. So when you give it shit oil and it can't break it down right because it's been eating good food, it makes you feel like shit. You know what I mean? That's pretty much what happened. But I don't think that's why. I don't think that's why the fight was tougher than what it was. I think I was fighting a naturally tough opponent, but do I think I could have had a little bit more energy if I put cleaner food in me? Fucking yeah, 100%.
Hell yeah.
I'll
People
never
don't
make
be
that mistake
understanding
again.
that.
I'll never make that mistake again. Never, never.
People don't be understanding that. They honestly, they really feel like they can just like
Eat whatever they
diet a
want.
little bit, cut like 20 pounds of water weight, and then fill yourself up with a whole bunch of crappy juices and burgers and stuff. Like, nah, bro, you have to diet. My diet starts 2 months before my fight. You feel me?
See, I start 10 weeks. I start breaking it down. I do one cheat meal a week, maybe 2 cheat meals a week, a little bit out. But 3 weeks right now, because I'm getting to that 3 week mark, I'm only sticking to my diet. That's all I can do. And I'm on 2 fucking meals a day. I'm probably maxing out at like 1,300 calories. I'm not even really eating much. You know what I mean?
Damn,
But then,
wait. I do mine's completely different. I cut down from 180 to 47. I have 5 meals a day. I make sure I get in 3,000 to 5,000 calories.
See, I'm fucking getting to 140 to 135 right now, though. And I'm walking around at 150. I
Yeah,
gotta
that's
start
about the same. That's about the same.
about
180
the
to
same what you're
47.
doing. Yeah, it's about the same what you're doing. But I
Yeah,
don't know. I eat 2 good portion meals. Don't get me wrong. It's like ground chicken, quinoa, and spinach. That's generally what I do. Or I have another little thing where I crock pot like some chicken and I put some sauces in it. Obviously clean, low sodium and stuff like that. I try to wipe the sodium out of my diet. Obviously a little bit of sodium you need it for rehydration and stuff like that to contain the water. But I try to moderate everything and try to portion everything as best as I can without really putting too much weight on. Obviously, I don't want to put my like once in a while if I blow it back up to like 150, realistically I'll be back at 145 in 3 days. So I'm not too worried about that. But as I get closer to the fight, I'd rather get closer to weight. So I try to at least get to 143, 144 just by clean dieting, and then the rest is going to be water weight. You know what I mean? That's what I aim to do.
Damn, bro, you guys are fucking tough as hell just by doing diets before a fight, man. Shit.
Dude, it's painful, man.
But everybody has a different way of doing it. So I respect your way, and Jalen, I know somewhat of your way, but like, yo, that's crazy. Like you literally are like, okay, I need to eat 13,000 calories or 25. Like everybody has a different number.
I'm literally taking measurement cups, like a full cup scoop, and that's it. All right, that's my chicken for the day. And then here's a full cup of quinoa right here. Maybe I'll do a little bit more. You know what I mean? But as the fight gets closer, it's like, all right, now I'm doing like a half cup. You know what I mean? I'm doing a half cup. The week of the fight, I'm down to like a quarter to a half cup of chicken.
Yo, fighters are the jobs, man.
It gets worse at night where like you're laying in bed and your fucking belly's growling and you're trying to catch up on sleep or you're lacking in sleep and you get the pre-fight nerves. Everyone goes through it. You get the pre-fight nerves and you're thinking about, every little thing in the fight how you want it to be. And you're going through that and you're thinking about fucking eating the whole time. It's like, shit, I'm fucking starving. I got nerves right now. It's terrible. I call it the fight before the fight. You know what I mean? Like you got to go through it.
Well, that's like when you,
bro. I hate
you guys.
I hate, and it's kind of, as the fight gets closer, because now I'm like, all right, 3 weeks out. Now I'm starting to kind of, look at the time I got. How much more runs do I want to do? I got at least 2 or 3 more sparrings in me. I got everything already calculated. You know what I mean? Like, but it's like the week of the fight is where like now I go sit in the sauna for fucking 3 hours. I got to go on a 4 or 5 mile run with a sweatsuit on. It's like, man, this is the worst part, but it's the best part because it's the landing strip. Like the plane's starting to kind of, come down to landing. And it's like everything you wanted to do in camp, you accomplished. You worked with these people. You did this X amount of rounds. So it's just cool to see it all come together as a fighter. This is the stuff that people don't get to see. You only get to hear about it. You know what I mean? So it's a privilege to be able to talk about it, but I know you've experienced it, but Matt, you got to experience it once in your life because it's fucking unreal, bro. Even if you do
I'm calling your ass, bro. I'm calling you.
Even if you do an amateur fight, it's just cool to go through that experience of being like, all right, so this is what it's like. You know what I mean? This is what the fighters talk about. This is really how it is, the mental and the physical aspect of it. It teaches you a lot.
I will say too, I should say that promote every fighter like, yo, you guys on the side hustle should be fucking nutritionists, like for real. Like, cause you guys are like, all right.
I do want to go to school and get my license for that at some point.
That'd be awesome, man. Cause like you guys know your shit.
Hey, stop giving away my hustle, bro.
Right?
You gave away your own hustle. I suggested
you
should be. I didn't say
that's what I be doing. I got a couple fighters I be helping with their diet and everything. Don't be telling people that.
But you gave it away. I didn't say. I said you guys.
Hey, whoa, Jay. He threw the idea out there. You just happened to be like, okay, listen, hey, I am doing that. Why you got to talk about
it? It was already a secret, and you gave it away.
You let the cat out the bag because no one was thinking about doing that until like, yeah, we do got a diet. Low key, I be having people. I got this girl that I'm working with. She want to lose 50 pounds. I'm giving her to do it healthy. I'm gonna do it in like 4 to 5 months.
Okay.
She gonna lose her 50. Once she lose, I'm about to stop. Before and after pictures, it's about to look crazy. I'm on something. I done broke everything down to the point where I'm about to make her weigh her food. Like she gotta get her little throw it in there.
Scale. Yeah, you gotta get the scale and cups and do all that.
I hate doing that. It's so annoying. But once you do it,
I hate doing it, but you gotta do it. You gotta press. I always said it. I gotta do it 2 times a week because I gotta eat my portions. I gotta make sure all my food's fresh. I'm crazy about that shit. I got to make sure all my shit's good. And listen, chicken's only good for 3 or 4 days. And I hate to push it to the 4th day. So I always need a nice, fresh fucking plate of chicken ready to go. You know what I mean? So I'm always pre-meal prepping everything and then weighing it all out. And I at least have 3 or 4 meals already set up before I have to reach.
Sure, chicken only lasts 4 days? Because I mean,
you can fucking drag it out, but yeah, I'm eating it on day 6, but I'm like, fuck. I'm like smelling it. Is this bad? Like, oh shit.
Yeah, I don't need to do that. after
I'll
7
throw
days,
it on a I'll throw it on a pan. I'll throw it on a pan once in a while just to recook it. So hey, maybe this will burn some bacteria off. You know what I mean? Maybe I won't get a parasite if I just cook it on a fucking pan real quick again.
Let the shit go swimming.
Just hoping.
I never
So
thought about that. I thought once you cook something, it was good for at least a week.
No, bro, no. Chicken's the worst. It grows it grows bacteria the fastest. You can almost eat salmon and steak raw. Like it's like the closest thing. Not a lot of parasites and bacteria grow on them. Chicken's fucking bad, bro. You can get sick as it's fucking. I've gotten food fucking poisoning from eating chicken after I think maybe I undercooked it or I just had left it to fucking sit too long. You know what I mean? But I've gotten dude, I had the worst shits, fucking terrible, puking my brain.
Hold up. You making me not want to eat chicken, and I'm
I
black.
have to.
This is shit you gotta pay attention to. You gotta pay attention to this shit. Turkey too, ground turkey, ground chicken, all that. That shit grows bacteria fucking quick.
That's my
Damn.
main diet is chicken.
Mine
Because
too.
I have a high iron deficiency, so I can't eat red meat all the fucking time, and I don't like fish, so it's like chicken is the main thing.
I know fish is good, so I'll force myself to eat it, but I fucking hate fish.
No,
I
Y'all
recently
crazy.
started lemoning and seasoning swordfish back in the summertime, and I'll tell you what, it was all right, but it's like I can't especially once in a while you get like a really good taste, and then sometimes you get that really gamey, fishy taste, and you're like, ugh. Sometimes it's good. You take a good bite, and you're like, oh, that was doable. Then you take that fishy fucking gamey taste bite, and you're like, oh.
This is fire.
How you like this? How do people like this? Yeah. I like lobster. I like shellfish, calamari. I like all that.
I like fried calamari. That's the
Me
only
too. I like
fish I
fried
will
calamari
say,
as well.
and clam chowder.
Oh, clam chowder, bro.
The real shit, not the D'Angelo's bullshit.
No. Right off Gloucester fucking Harbor. That good fucking clam chowder.
Oh yeah, I know what you're saying. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's
You
a
go to
far
a-
drive, but worth it.
Dude, you go up, there's some good restaurants in Ipswich, Gloucester, and if you go out to fucking Seabrook and Hampton, they got good food restaurants out there. I mean, don't get me wrong, you go out to Boston, Revere, and all that, and even Seaport, you can get some good
Not
clam
the
chowder
same.
out there. It's not the same. The Gloucester Harbor fucking clam chowder is where you want. It's what you want. It's what you aim to
Gloucester
get.
Harbor.
Or you go to Portland, Maine too.
Portland, Maine,
Yeah,
got great.
Portland got some good ass food.
Dude, they got some great fucking food out there, man.
Oh yeah,
Portland,
right on the waterfront, like
Dude.
Yo, I don't know
magnifique,
how they
man.
make weight. I don't know how they make weight. Yeah.
Yo, not for nothing. Portland's a great fucking time. Good people out there. Good. It's very.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
they just can't
good
tattoo
energy
for
out there,
shit.
man. I went out there for New Year's, bro. Good fucking time. Good people. A lot of good people out there.
Yo, yeah, Rhode Island be lit.
So
Rhode
my
Island-
question,
yeah.
bro, for
Yo,
you.
listen, Providence. You're not from Providence, though, are you?
Nah.
You're from Springfield, I thought, right?
Born and raised.
Yes, sir. You know who I fought Josh Bork in the Golden Gloves, and then he beat me by 1 point. Went to the split decision. He fought Louis Cruz. That kid was a good little fighter. Little southpaw kid.
Yeah.
Dominican. He had red hair. You think he's white. He's a light skinned Dominican kid. Yo, he fought Elijah Pexoto too.
What gym he fought out of?
Holyoke. With Josh Order in them.
Oh, red hair.
Little southpaw dude he's Spanish, but he's got red hair.
It's bothering me because I know him. I probably trained with him. I thought
This is back in like
Isaiah Cruz?
give or take. This is back in like 2013.
Hold on. You said Isaiah Cruz?
Huh?
You
Louis
said Isaiah Cruz?
Louis Cruz. Louis Cruz.
Oh. I don't think I know him.
He fought Elijah Pexoto.
Yo, guys, hold on 1 second. You're gonna have to edit this part out, Mattie C. I had to get a charger.
Okay, or I'll just ask a question.
Yeah, hit me with anything.
So no, I was just gonna ask you, bro. Like when you got the citation from the city of Haverhill, and Haverhill's a big ass like fighting town. I mean, I got guys that like, cause I'm MMA too. Like I go to.
I got the citation from Governor Baker.
Oh, you got it from. Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, they're trying to get me a key to the city, but I don't get along with the mayor. The mayor hates boxing. He hates boxing, and,
Oh, but he has mad MMA people in the fucking city.
he hates
I
fighting.
don't understand. Like
He-
he has
he's
a
gonna-
whole gym there.
He pretty much was pissed off that the Old Havel Boxing Club started it with a board of directors. He never wanted to fund it or endorse it. He absolutely thinks that boxing is like the worst thing, even though like it's been proved to take kids off the streets and like change the dynamics of people's lives. But he sees it as some brute, barbaric sport.
And you see me as like a MMA guy and a boxing like guy
Guru.
like this.
Yeah. This is
That
what
you have
love.
the cartel is over there with Rob Font. He's making a name for himself, like Calvin Cater, Connor Matthews, all those people, you with boxing. Like it's a mecca now. It's huge.
It's on the rise. The 978.
It's not even a rise, it's here. It's here
It's
right
here.
now.
Yes.
But you know
This
what?
is history. This is history for combat sports right now. It's happening.
But you know what though? And this is someone's like I'm all for combat sports. I want it to be everywhere, but I understand why a lot of like how you saying the mayor or whatever, how he's not for it. I can understand that.
If you weren't brought up around it and it wasn't a part of your life, and it was always something that your family's like fighting is not good, you want to try and keep away from that. I agree with that. I don't think kids should be fist fighting in the streets, but if a kid's fucking repping gangs and selling drugs and he's getting an opportunity to be in a fucking gym that can change his whole life and discipline him, I mean,
Yeah,
don't you want that for the people? You want that?
Yeah, but listen,
I get that. I do get
that don't always happen. That happens for like success stories, like me, you. We success stories. We figured out boom boom boom. Now we were trying to get out the hood. But what ends up happening with a lot of people is like, all right, boom, they start training, they start getting real good. Don't matter. Like, yeah, the gym is here. But that's an idea of like, oh, maybe I could be a world champion. It's a dream. Right. Not everyone got that same dream and that same drive. So what ends up happening is you end up having a whole bunch of dudes that can throw hands, that repping this street gang, repping that street gang, or they'll stop fighting and they'll still be around it. And it's like, all right, like what if you see what happened in Springfield? Dude in the ring fighting, doing what he's supposed to do. He's trying to chase his dream. And what happened? You got a whole bunch of idiots that come with you, ruining the whole thing. And
were you there for that? Were you there for that?
Nah, I was supposed to go, and then I ended up taking a shift to work, and I ended up not going to that thing. But I had bought tickets. I would have been sitting right where everything was going.
That was sad, bro. That was sad, and I feel bad for the fighter. I feel bad because now that affects him, where people don't. Well, why would we want to put this kid on a show if his crowd's gonna act like this? It's like the fighter shouldn't be punished for it. You know what I mean? The fighter should always be, looked at as kind of the victim in the circumstance. You know what I mean? More than the villain, the bad guy. It's not his fault because fucking his people acted out of line.
It's not his fault, but like it's not, but it is. Because at the end of the day, like,
well, these are the people that you associate yourself with. You know what I mean? I get what
exactly.
You mean.
Like, bro, I'm not gonna say names or nothing, but like, I rock with certain people out in Springfield. You know what I mean? I'm one of the. I'm a unicorn. I'm cool with everyone because how I grew up. I jumped in and stayed with boxing. So around here, like I'm known for whatever, but I'm mostly known for boxing. Everyone knows, Nap's the boxer, boom, 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 boom.
Right.
I was fighting at the Mass Mutual Center. My man's was gonna come, boom, boom, boom. But he knows he beats with my right hand, my other man's. So it's like he's like, yo, I'm gonna buy some tickets, but I'm not going because if we go there,
he's respecting it. He's respecting
it.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not gonna go, but like do your thing and like all love. I respect that because you know what it is? It really be like that because like there's real beef out here. People don't be understanding that. Oh, you guys are whatever. If you're not, boxing is a poor man's sport. It's a broke man's sport. It's a hood man's sport. So people gotta understand like when you coming from a certain thing, on site really mean on site. And it's not I'm arguing with this guy or I'm not cool with this guy. Some of these beefs, like they don't understand that it goes deeper than like, oh, I'm trying to punch you. Some of these guys are trying to murder each other.
They're not here to fucking bang. They're here to kill.
Yeah, and it's for real. And people are walking around like, they're animals. Yes, they are animals.
This is how they were brought up. This is all they know. Yeah.
It's all this is what they're growing up with. This is all people know. And fighting and having like, all right, we're fighting. This is what we're doing. And having rules is different,
Right.
and we can do that. And then we once
We
we
have
learn the
that
rules,
mentality. Yes, we have the
yeah.
mentality to respect.
Once we understand what it is, we go out in the world and we have these rules. We know what we do. That's why like everyone thinks like,
Discipline.
yeah, I'm with you, me. We more disciplined now. You're not gonna see me get arrested with nothing. I don't want to get in no more trouble. 10 years
No.
ago, 10 years
I
ago,
love Trouble 10 years ago. Trouble was my middle name 10 years ago.
exactly. But now we're calm, we're chill. You know what I mean? Not everyone gets that. Not everyone gets to grab that out of boxing.
Right.
So some people need to understand, like, you have to let them, like, how do I like,
Live and
you
learn.
gotta, yeah, you gotta let them learn a little bit, but you also like, that's MMA, that's boxing. It's what it is. We nitty gritty. We fight. You feel me?
Right.
We fight for respect. We fight for money. We fight for
Hunger, everything, drive,
just to
all
fight
of it.
for fun. Yes, bro, everything. And I feel like they be looking at us like, oh, they're just animals or whatever.
They're
whatever.
fucking
Like, nah,
dogs.
bro.
Like, dude,
Like,
no, dude. There's
it
so much
means
emotion
something.
that goes into this shit. There's more than you know. There's a lot of love, compassion, anger, hate, greed, fucking the business side of it, the fucking dude, it's crazy. One of the craziest sports I've ever been involved with.
Exactly.
But it's a part of me. It's a part of me. It's a part of you. So I totally get. And not everyone gets that. They don't get that
at all, bro. Like they don't understand. Like for some people, like for me, boxing, low key, is not really for the like. It's not for the bag. It's not for a belt. It's to let myself know, bro, you worth something.
Right.
You don't gotta be out here selling drugs. You don't gotta be out here banging with these dudes. You don't gotta be driving around looking for a lick. You can bust your ass, use your hands, and come
Right.
up and live a dream that you've been trying to.
You're talented.
for
You're
years.
talented. Don't waste the talent. Yeah.
Exactly. I appreciate that, bro. And people don't understand that. You know what I mean? They look at us like we're idiots.
Well, I feel like some people, and I'm not saying everyone, they pray in the downfall. They pray in the failure. They see you doing something that they can't do, and it pisses them off so much that they pray. They fucking cease to watch you lose. They want to see you. Don't want you to exist. They don't want your name to be anything above than what it is. You know what I mean? So even with me, even with predicaments that I've been in and situations that I've been in, it's like, okay, everybody that turned their back on me, they were already talking behind my back to begin with. They didn't want me to win. They were just there to see me lose. You know what I mean? But they want to pretend. They want to be there for the grab and be there for the, yeah, you're a champ. But they were behind your back. They were sitting there going, when's he just going to get knocked the fuck out? You know what I mean? When's he going to get beat? They're not there to see it. And it's sad. There's people that literally hang out among us that probably secretly sit there and rub their hands going, I just want to see him lose. You know what I mean? It's sick. It's a sick fucking world. But it's true. You really don't know who's out there. That's what boxing's taught me is at the end of the day, no matter what, whether we fight, whether I fight this person, that person, we're the ones getting in the fucking ring. We're the ones that put it all on the line for all these people to enjoy. You know what I mean? This is the entertainment side. But we're not really, we're here to fucking win. We're here to fucking go through it. This is a fucking dog sport. But I'm not a dog. I have compassion. I have good energy. I have good love. You know what I mean? I come from a good family. But boxing's taught me a lot about myself. It's taught me a lot about the streets. It's taught me a lot about business. There's a lot about boxing. It's not just the brute activity that's involved with it. You know what I mean? The barbarians that get in the ring and the gladiators that get in the ring. It's about the fighter, the heart, and the energy that you put into it as well. You know what I mean? It's everything that involves not just the fighter. There's so much more to boxing than just the fighter. You know what I mean?
And that's the thing is like, I'm from the outside looking in, but
Right.
at the same time, like I became friends with him and like, you know, he picks my mind with boxing. And then like, I look at the fights and I go there to educate myself. Like,
Right.
And I see boxers like, you know, they come on my show and shit. And I say, you could come on my show one fucking time and you consider family on my show.
Right.
And like some interviewers don't do that. They look for the drama. Like, Oh, I
No, they're
heard that
a lot
such
of
and
these dudes are
such.
content creators, Matt. A lot of these
Yes,
dudes are content.
exactly.
They're not here to be your
Exactly.
friend. They're not here to be your friend. They're not here to be your friend. They're here to see a highlight reel. How can I make money off this? When you see good guys like you that want to put the fighter on, build yourself up, obviously, because this isn't just about me. It's about you. It's about Jalen. It's about us. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
We're all
yeah,
here together to
exactly.
work and do something, create something out of this. Some people are there just for the image of, oh, I'll get to do the interview with Harry the Hitman Gigliotti, build a fucking highlight reel, and use
Yeah,
them.
I'll
And
put a
they
reel.
don't, they're not,
I'm not good at them anyway, so you don't got to worry about that.
no, listen, you should be doing screen. Like, listen, I'm gonna screen record whatever the fuck you make out of this. When I see what I like, I'm gonna screen record it. I'm gonna put it on my page, and I'm gonna tag you guys in it, and I'm gonna give a
Much
shout
respect,
out.
man.
Matter of fact,
Much respect.
I'm gonna give a shout out right now to my boy Jay because we fought on Thanksgiving like 3 years ago together. We fought in the same card, bro, on Boston Boxing. Yo, remember that shit?
Yo, who did I fight?
I don't know, but I think you got DQ'd. Something happened.
Yeah, I fought, I had just dropped him and he started doing a whole bunch of dirty stuff.
He was
Bro.
headbutting, wasn't he?
Nah, he pushed me underneath the ropes, like I had my throat, and and the ref said break, and then he threw a fucking punch. And like caught me. And then
But that's what happened with Tucker the other day.
I jumped up, I was like, it's about to be some shit. They disqualified him.
Yeah, he waved it off instantly. Who was it, Leo?
Yeah, I think so. And yo, I look up like, nah, chill. I'll calm down. Just I want to fight. They was like, nah, it's over, son. You won.
You're like, what the fuck, dude? I remember you came in the back room. You're like, that's not how a fight should end. It's not, but hey, you got the W. That's the biggest thing.
Word. That's all that matters.
Yeah,
Yo, you looked good that night, though. You whooped some ass that night.
Yeah, I actually did. He wanted a rematch with me, and I ended up breaking his rib and stopped him with a body shot the second one. Yeah, that dude Bobby Bricks was tough little dude.
Yo, speaking of rematches, I got all New England on Facebook.
Yeah,
I've been seeing Mr. Higgins. He's been calling for you.
He blocked me though, bro. He blocked me. I was like, yeah, let's do it, brother. Let's do it. Listen. It was between him or Nick Molina, and I like Nick Molina, and that's a friend of mine. And that was a fight that people wanted to see. But I've been in camp with Nick. It doesn't make any sense. I give shout out to Nick. I like Nicky. Listen, Higgins is like, I like Higgins too, but that's my arch nemesis. That's my guy around here. And listen, if he wants my titles, he wants whatever, he's gonna have to beat me for him, and he can't beat me. I'm way better than him, man. I'm 10 times a boxer. He's a brawler. He should stick the brawling. I'll stick the boxing, but I'll beat him any day. That's a fight. If you want a rematch, we can do that.
You gotta send me that fight because I've been trying to watch it for like years. I've seen clips.
You're gonna have to go through the stream. You're gonna have to go through the stream, but I'll send you the link.
Say less. So you more than down for that fight, bro.
Oh hell yeah!
I love your energy, bro. You don't give a shit. You went all the smoke, bro.
Nah. This is what I live for, bro. This is what I live for.
I love it.
I train better for the opponent I'm fighting. So if the opponent's better, then I'm more likely going to show out better. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. I'm going to put in a harder camp. I hate that it's like that, but everyone already knows that. People know how I am. I don't slack in camp, but if it's a tune-up fight, I'm not going to go my full potential. I should, but that's why I like taking tough fights, because I know I'm going to train my fucking ass off. I know I'm going to be at the top I can be. Brandon Higgins, I think I could stop him in the second fight. I've gotten so much better. I mean, dude, I was hurting the shit out of Bang Williams and Aponte. Who's to say I can't stop Higgins now? You know what I mean?
Well, yo, that's a rematch. I know New England would want to see. I definitely would want to see. You feel me? That could be yo, damn, yo. You know what? Can no one ever say Gigliotti can't get into the salty spittoon? You feel me?
Hold on. Matter of fact, I got the belt I beat him for. I'll go get that, my New England title. Hold on. He won. I wasn't gonna do this, but I'm gonna bring it out now.
Wait. So you got 2 belts?
Yeah, bro. I won the New England championship back, the Merrimack Valley New England championship back against Higgins.
Oh, so
why do you bring both out? Yo, you
hold up.
Well, because recently you guys were marketing it as my ABF super lightweight championship, so I wanted to market that belt. I've already done so much marketing on this belt, you know what I mean? But now that we're here, I'm a 2-time champ. I'm a welterweight and a super lightweight.
Okay.
Got you,
So hold up.
bro.
I got a question for you now. So I've been asking everyone this that comes on this show. Mattie already knows what it is. There's
Of
a
course
lot of
I
New
do.
England champions around. You feel me? How would you feel about a New England championship tournament?
Dude, I've been saying boxing needs more tournaments.
Yes.
Dude, like
Yes.
a professional tournament, like the Golden Gloves with all the elites
So
come together.
hold on. I think is he the first New England champion we done talked to? Nah, Kevin Walsh was the
No,
first one.
Kevin Walsh.
He was down
Kevin
to do
Walsh.
one. You're the second New England champion, so you're down to do it too?
Dude, you know I'm down to do this.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
I know.
Dude, they gotta do a TV show for this shit.
They should, bro.
We need a content creator, like a good one though, not some fucking dude that's just in it. Like we gotta do something that's compassionate about it and that has the good camera work to do this. We do. We can fucking this shit could be on TV. Are you
That
kidding
could
me?
be it really could.
So you could. So you take the best fighter from Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Connecticut, and New York. I meant not New York, Rhode Island. That's a show in the making right there. That's
What you
the
do is you kinda
Northeast's
do it-
best fighters.
You do it like the Golden Gloves. You take the two best from the Northeast, you take the two best from the Central New England, the Southern New England, the West New England. You make them fight, and then the guys who win out of their weight division out of that region has to go and fight for the New England Championship. Because it's just eliminate. You got to do an eliminator round before you can go to the finals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, there's gonna be a semifinal. There's gonna be the quarterfinals, which that's the Central New England's, the Southern New England's, the Northern New England's, the Western New England's. They all have to fight each other, and then you go to the semifinals and then the finals. Obviously, everyone's gonna go get break. You got to break it down because
no one loses their belts. No one loses their belts unless you lose the match. You know what I mean? But like the all around big, but you're fighting for a completely new title. Like no longer like the little sub like the New England title. Like we have to get a good name. But like
we should try and find a way where the only loss that if you were to lose, the only loss that goes in your record is one that out of like the finals. You know what I mean? The championship fight. Like I don't know how. I don't know how we'd be able to do that. This is the problem.
The loss have to matter.
Hey, people are afraid to lose their. Oh, I don't give a fuck. I'm 9-4. My record doesn't even define who I am. I'm a contender. You know what I mean? I've competed against some of the best in the world. But what I'm saying is these people don't want to fucking admit that some of them have just been padding their record and they don't belong there to begin with. You know,
facts.
I know I belong. I went up against the best. It's like I'll fight anybody. The fuck.
But yo, bro, that's why the losses have to matter. That's why we do this
tournament.
You're right.
I agree.
It's not if you lose, you're good with it. It's like, nah, bro, stand on what you claim you are the best in New England at your weight class. You got a belt. So stand on what you're speaking about. You like to walk around with it. It's time to throw down with it. You know what I mean? Like that's just what I am. Like, if you look at who I fought, I don't say I fought in the best comp, but I fight good comp.
You've taken some step ups. You have.
Yeah. I'm fighting good comp. Everyone I'm fighting is here to fight, and they're talented.
Your marketing team and your management has done a great job with you. That's why they're trying to see you get a good payday, and they want to build you up to the right payday. They don't want to see you take a risk and not get paid to do it. You know what I mean? So, I wish when I was working with Boston Boxing, I'm not going to say names, but you know who I'm talking about. When I was working with them, I wish they fucking marketed me better, and I wish they fucking took the right steps forward rather than just making me step in and fight Bang Williams after I already did an 8-rounder with Higgins on 6 weeks notice. You know what I mean? My body was already going through it, bro. I just had a fucking dog fight. And then I went
I wouldn't have took that fight.
I mean, I beat Bang, but they gave it to him out of a split decision because it was in his backyard. I also had the Zozos around me, fucking the Haitians all fucking ready to kill me. Like they were bullshit, yo. I had fucking Psycho Bob, fucking Kodak Black's cousin, threatening my life.
yo.
Yeah, I was talking shit to them, and everyone's like, "Dude, they'll fucking kill us." My corner, I'm like, "I don't fucking care." The fuck.
No, he's right. He's right. They'll follow you. They'll follow you and try to cut your feet off.
They'll kill me. They would have killed me. And listen, we were like, if they gave me that decision, there was no way I was leaving Delray Beach alive. But I didn't give a fuck. Give me the win. I'll die here today, for real.
I respect that.
Hey, I've been up against top dogs. There's nothing that can scare me around here. I mean, I think the toughest kid out of my weight class around here, and I give him props, is Alejandro Paulino. I just said it. I'll fight you up, Paulino, but you got to be worth my while. To be worth my time. Listen, Jimmy's a good guy. Jimmy, I love Jimmy. I love what he does for CES, but he wanted to pay me. He wanted to underpay me when we talked about it. And all I'm saying is if you give me a good payday and you can get it on a DeBella or a Top Rank card, then let's do it. We both deserve to get the TV fucking credit, at least. Even he deserves that. Alejandro deserves to be on TV too. He's a good boxer. He's a good fighter. But
Alejandro, he can fight.
We gotta have a good promotion. We have to have good TV value. And I'm sure a lot of these kids would do that if they know the pay's on the line, they know the TV production's on the line, you can build content off it. Yeah. It's just a lot of these people are afraid to step up. There's nothing good. If there's more risk than reward, you know what I mean? You want to make sure the reward's worth the risk.
Yeah.
That's what I've learned with boxing is I've even taken fights where it's like that risk wasn't worth the reward, but I mean a lot better came out of it than I thought. But still, for now on in my career, I'm only taking risk if there's reward. That's just
it got to make sense.
Yeah, it's got to make sense.
So, my final question to you, Gigliotti. So you go into Florida, and you got four of you going down there. I know it's not the biggest thing with their fights, but like, what do you expect to get out of your fight now? And is there a future thing? Like, is there a future like dream fight you want to have? Out of those people you pick, you got to have one, bro.
Yeah, I have some dream fights. I do. Duke Reagan and Josue Vargas would be one of them. Eric Puente. I'd like to fight Eric Puente. I know he's not really been up there. I know he's kind of taking some time off. I don't know if he's fully inactive or what he's doing. But if I was going to ever compete against anyone for like a big WBC, I think my dream fight would be Mark Castro. I'd like to fight Mark Castro. And I got called to fight him, but the money didn't make sense. And I'm not doing a 6-round fight against him. I want to take him to deep waters and drown his ass.
That answers my question well.
I got 2 more questions for you. Then I'm done. So, bro, how does it feel to like really be going like I ain't never went down in history as someone to do something first, to be the first person to ever do that. Like, how does that feel to really like literally sit here and be like, yeah, dog. Oh, I did that. First win ever. Legendary.
I
still
find myself watching back on it that night and just replaying the emotions and I remember when I was in there in the conference room talking with like the Triller team, and they were like, so how do you feel about being the first ever fighting it? And it's like, this is like 2 days before the fight, and I'm like, I want to be the first. I want to be the one to say, I did that. I was the first to ever make history and mark. I was the first person to step in that ring. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's still surreal to me. I sometimes I try to like look to me that it's like my titles. It's a trophy to me now, but I don't know. It's still so surreal that I was the first to ever do it. I don't know. It means a lot to me. It does.
Yo, you want to hear something?
Yeah, hell yeah, bro.
I definitely you cut out the whole thing you just said. I didn't hear anything but the end.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. I didn't even know I cut out. But yeah, I just said, marking back at like the moment before I walked out and like the fight that I did do like a conference meeting with like Triller and their production team. And they kind of asked me, how do you feel to be the first one to ever do it? And I said, like, this is what I wanted. I want to be the first to do it. I want to be the first to say I ever did it. You know what I mean? I want to make history. So I don't know. It became more surreal when I was walking out and I was actually stepping in the ring. And then when I was actually in the ring and the fight was all said and done, I was like, I just did that shit. I just made combat sports history forever. That's in the history books. Like you'll see it on some stupid little sports trivia game one day. Who was the first to ever compete in Triller's Triad Combat? And
And I'm gonna get it right. I'm like Harry Gigliotti, and they're like, yeah,
Harry Gigliotti! He won. Yeah. But yeah,
Yo.
it's cool to see. It's cool to see, even from like your guys' standpoint. I'm sure to see someone from New England that it's a small world, but it's cool to see someone in your area, step up and take something and bring it home for everyone.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
It really is, because when you see that, like low key, like seeing you do that, I was like, bro, I could do that. Like, yeah, I could do that too. You know what I mean?
Yo, by the way, if you ever want to get on BKFC card, I know you said that in the past. I'm pretty tight with those dudes. We should get on that. We should try and get on a card together and sell New England out. You know what I mean? Like,
bro,
and I'll tell you, I'm cool with Zach Kelmus. I'll talk to Zach too, because I know Zach's pretty in with them. But yeah, like, bro, they pay really good. And like,
I'm so down to do that. You gotta let them know though. I'm not a bang out. It's not gonna be exciting. Dude's gonna get knocked out because he's not gonna hit me. But we gonna win.
No, dude, they need more technicality. It's just bangers from what I've seen. A lot of not washed up, but a lot of old MMA guys that don't really have that anymore. Because I hate the word washed up. These guys are still getting in there and still performing and still doing that at like a top notch fucking pace. You know what I mean? So you're not washed up if you're still fighting. You needed to take a step back and find your promotion and find your team. And BKFC is a great fucking thing for everyone. I see myself doing it down the line. You know what I mean? If not, if they call me fucking and give me a full camp on full notice, I would love to do it. I'd love to experience it. Like I said,
they pay me enough. I don't even need a full camp. I'll do that tomorrow.
I mean, hey, listen, I was willing to go fight the bantamweight champ for 10 days notice, but they did their shopping, and I was heartbroken because I think I could have beat Reggie. You know what I mean? I know how good I am, but it is what it is. The opportunities are going to come. They are.
Exactly.
It's all about. Listen, life's not a sprint; it's a marathon. So you want to make sure that you pace everything out in good stride, and it's going to come as long as you work hard and you stay dedicated. Your opportunity is going to come. It's the inevitable.
All right, bro. I got one more question for you. All right, out of all the fighters in New England, who do you want to see fight each other?
Oh, shit.
You gave him that question, yo.
I want to fight Johnny DePina, so I want to see myself fight him. But besides me, I'd want to see Alejandro Paulino and Kevin Walsh fight.
All right.
All
right.
A good fight.
A good fight.
Yeah, that's a good fight.
What's that, Jalen? That's got to be like two interviews. People with that question, Kevin Walsh on there.
Yeah.
Well, Kevin Walsh is my dude, and he's a dog, and he's an entertaining fighter. I mean, like that's what you want.
I respect the hell out of him. He's right next door.
That's what you want to see in boxing. You know what I mean? You want to see entertainment. You want to see a good fighter, and you want to see someone that deserves a good fight.
Word.
I
think
Kevin worked hard.
You and Stupina would be a good ass fight, yo. Stupina, my boy too.
I like Johnny. I don't mind Johnny at all. Johnny, my dude. My boy Gabby, which is like one of my best friends. He and Johnny, they don't like each other at all. But that's out of personal shit. And I'll tell you what, if they don't fight, I want to fight him. I've been telling you that.
That'd be a good fight. I would love to see that fight. That should be on the pop. That should definitely sell out New England.
Dude, it should be one of the biggest fights in New England.
Facts.
Like I said, and I know Johnny would agree with me too. That's gonna be on a good like even a UFC fight pass. If they happen to have Callum Walsh come back, that should be the co-main event for a belt too. There should be like a NABO or NABA title on the line. Like we deserve something. I didn't go to that. I didn't go to that.
Oh,
no.
I was there.
I was originally supposed to be on the card, but we're looking at other things right now. We got Belfast, Ireland coming out. DAZN, Connor, that kid. That dude. What's his fucking name? The Irish kid, Connor. No. He's an Irish kid out of the fight promotion I'm on. By the way, I'm signed with Ray's Boxing Promotions. They just did a collaboration with Fire Fist out of Florida, so I'm gonna be collabed up fighting in Florida a lot. It's gonna be my second home. But Belfast, Ireland's on the rise right now. They want to do a fight out there, and I got asked to be on that card, as well
Oh,
as
that's tired.
a lot.
You better put Katie Taylor on that
well
card.
this isn't a definite yet, so correct me if I'm wrong down the line. But ESPN is planning on coming to Boston, and my name is out there that I have a chance to be on the card. So right now, that's what I'm working for, and that's what if anybody really wants to, get their name out there, I'd work for it to get on that spot too. You know what I mean? That's a good card to be on, especially for the New England talent.
Facts.
Love it.
So
Well,
yeah,
man,
yeah.
I appreciate you coming on the show with me and Jalen, bro. Like you down to earth. You keep it real. You don't throw no bullshit punches. You don't do none of that shit.
Never was me. Never will be.
Word. I appreciate you too, dog. You already know, yo, you my man, the
You guys,
Hitman.
my dude Jay over here, bro. Yes,
Yo, bro,
sir.
before we leave, yo, let them know where they can get your merch, they can follow you, if you got TikTok, all that.
So I'm actually on the rise right now, working with my PR team on starting merchandising and stuff like that, because I know a lot of people early on in their careers try to do that. I wanted to build my name up before I did that. I didn't want to just make it. I wanted to put a lot of thought and idea into that. So merchandise is going to be coming by the end of 2023. You guys can follow me on all social medias. The Hitman Harry on Twitter, the Hitman Gigliotti on Instagram, and Harry Gigliotti on Facebook. And yeah, I think it's the Hitman Gigliotti on YouTube. I'm going to be building a lot of content and highlight reels too for that. So a lot of content coming, and a lot of fights to see coming too, man. So everyone stay tuned and get ready, because Harry the Hitman Gigliotti is going to have a good year.
Facts.
That last name has got you merch already, bro.
Hold up. Before we leave, I'm about to give you a contact, like a hack. This is what you got to do. Go on TikTok and make your screen name Jigglypuff.
Jigglypuff, you like that?
Go make it Jigglypuff. I guarantee you'll have like 1 million followers. They're all gonna watch your videos, because there's gonna be a whole bunch of people like that. That's gonna be everywhere.
Yeah.
Who don't want Jigglypuff?
Yeah, the Hitman Gigliotti, bro. Yeah.
That's just fire, bro.
But yeah,
right,
boys,
everybody.
I appreciate you guys. You guys are real motherfuckers. Matt, you're a new friend. I'd love to be on this again.
Always welcome on the show,
Definitely.
bro.
Yes,
Likewise.
Sir. You guys are, I like what you guys are doing here, man. You guys are both down to earth as well. And you guys are giving opportunities to fighters to be able to introduce themselves and give them, a name. So I appreciate you guys always. For real. Mad love.
Thank you, man. We appreciate you guys too for coming on and giving the fans a little like inside look on you, because they only get to see us when we all like ready to go. They don't get to see us when we're chilling. You know what I mean?
Everyone's chilling down to earth and happy go lucky. Yeah.
Facts.
I don't get to chill with
Mattie,
two belts though.
Say your spew. Gotta do what you do. What's up, Mattie?
All right, everybody. Harry the Hitman Gigliotti, not the Madman.
Not the Madman. The Hitman.
My boy Jalen Nod, this is Mattie C, and everybody good night, Sadie, and we'll talk to you soon.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, boys. Thank you very much.
Thanks for watching Mattie C's Sports for You and Me. Make sure to follow Mattie C on Matt Cameron 23 on Twitter, Mattie C 23 on Instagram, and subscribe to Mattie C's Sports for You and Me on YouTube.
What the fuck is up? They ain't touching me for nothing. Gang shit is not my business. I ain't not the one to fuck with. I bring that flow with lyrical stamina, rapping a million miles. One point I'm an animal, then I'm a cannibal, taking my pick and I pounce. Bold and serious, cold amphibious track murderer. A cup I need by no one, so I got my back. Vertebra, the heat is up, extinguisher. I got the track burning up. Don't think to touch 6 feet's enough to get the match to combust. Diamond, strike it, ignite on any gift and surface solid. Callous, symbols that come.